Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Better than ever to say Happy New Year, but I hope that y'all are having a wonderful year so far. Although it's just beginning of January after all. Hope that you guys had a wonderful year last year. Last year was crazy, but direct to it. Not really, this is what I topic I should do last year, but let's try like a preview. Some of the topics that I was supposed to do last year and do some new topics this year that I didn't do last year. So pretty much the topics like online versus face-to-face interaction. I suppose that topic last year I didn't get to. I was supposed to do my experience of attending the apologetics apologetic seminar. It is when you did get to that topic about that was also done last year was that topic. New topics I'll be like talking about what it's like watching sports and stuff like that. Just name a few topics, few new topic. Um could continue his own topics like I recall talked about mental toughness in depth, so continue go with that this year. I'm gonna talk about like what it's like to witness greatness and watch greatness in display, especially in sports or anything in general. Because I was in particular. So yeah, so I just that's like a preview about sometimes I'm gonna do for this year. Also last year I started interactive session. Started episode one time last year, so hopefully this I can continue to have a person come on my YouTube channel and take it from there. So yeah. So let's get ready. So when it comes to the topic online versus face interactions now, I would say this, interacting online and interacting offline are face to face two different things. When you interact online, it's like the only time you get to see a person is if you feel a call or something. That's the only time you get to see them. But other than that, it's like when you call, it's like your distance. It's like not being long distance when you're chatting and stuff like that. But a lot of times when you do call, the only thing you can hear is someone's voice or something. You're not gonna really send a body language unless you go to feel a call, as I said. That's not and stuff like that. So yeah, face to face, you can experience the whole thing in its entirety, like how they act, not only they talk, but you can experience versus body language and stuff like that. I mean, doing this whole thing, I've learned that nothing beats face to face. I mean, when anytime it is face to face, it's just something different compared to anything being online. And I tell you something online, I would say this: you can learn a whole lot when you're online, and you can learn what a person's communication really is online. Cause when you try to reach out, you can detect if they're really good communicating or not. But yeah, you can learn a whole lot online. It takes a mental stretch out of it in there. Now, if you have a good bond with someone online, it does work wonders. Cause then can you hope to translate back to face to face? Sure, you can. It's just sometimes you can have different ways you speak with. You can like have a good dialogue online, but then you get face to face. All of a sudden, it's a struggle. That goes back to say interacting with someone online and face to face a lot of times can be two different kinds of fish and stuff like that. So yeah, um, but like I said, since this whole thing that you have moments where you have WhatsApp, you have Zoom. That's where you can interact, where you can video and turn on a video and stuff like that. So yeah. Now a lot of times, as you know, so maybe share telephonic on whether on Zoom or something like that, because it's not easy to talk whatever is on and everything. It's easy to talk with video off than when you turn on the video and everything, because doing it with video on, the person can actually see you and everything. So yeah, it says you can make arguments like equivalent to talking face to face, like because you can actually see your expressions and stuff like that, you know. But that says that face to face, you can to be face to face at the end of the day, and when this whole thing you realize, you know what, for certain things, it's better off go by face to face. It's better off because, for example, when I had the NTS retreat, we had that online. There wasn't much, well, much interaction between the peers. I didn't want to ask a question or stuff like that for the most part. But then you see we go back to face to face all of a sudden, yo. Again, this goes back to why you can't need to be face to face because that's where more interaction is to play. You actually see the person. And you have some persons who don't interact much unless it's face to face or like that. You have some person it really doesn't matter online or face to face to interact regardless. But if you learn from this whole thing we'll be going through for the last couple of years, it's that it's better off if you have face to face online interactions because you can learn a whole lot about the person. And to the consistently on a regular basis, long term, you could have to be around them eventually. Then just being online because you can learn, but you won't learn much. The only thing you can learn much is if your communication does get tested. That's for sure. I would say that for sure because it does get tested when this whole thing, you know. So yeah. In terms of this online face to face interaction wise, if there's anything I haven't said about this topic, you guys can comment down below. I did not that I did this topic. I just shared some topics I'm going to do for this year, and some topics that I actually was previously. So it's like it's a mixture of some of the topics that previously I said, while the new topics to this year as well. So yup. Okay, so this is my video. Hope that you guys will have a wonderful year in 2023. As you know, I would say it's one thing you have to. If the last couple of years and the years have taught me, you have to be ready for anything. So, hope that you guys will have a wonderful, fantastic year, despite whatever challenges or ups and downs may be. Despite that, things and click and even moments like that. But as long as you're ready for anything, you'll be alright. Well, y'all will be alright. So, in my video, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification for upcoming videos.